My Daily, I'm here with Matt Cardle. Yes, having a good catch up, but now it's time for questions from you guys. So this is where the grilling begins. Jess Ludlow wants to know what's changed in your life the most since winning the X Factor.
I think just the fact that people now are starting to take my voice and my music a little bit more seriously than they were. The people around me were kind of taking it seriously, my friends and family, and I was. But when we go out, it's just like, oh, it's just another singer in a pub, it's just another band, and to finally be a bit more concentrated on is
I actually disagree with you.
You think?
I actually think this has given you the confidence, because I remember being at the Five Bells and everyone around you was saying, we know this guy can make it, we've known him for years and years, but you didn't want to do it, and they did. They had to push you into it. Nice to see they finally got you there. Good, true friends. Yeah. Bianca wants to know, I'd love to know what you think was your best performance on the X Factor.
Looking back at all the performances, I think that it makes me cringe. I was so nervous, so out of tune 90% of the time. Sweaty and shaking and all that stuff. I think I was most comfortable when I was sat with the guitar. Emotionally, I think first time ever I saw your face was my best. Performance-wise, I think maybe Britney or Nights in White Satin. Yeah,
they'd be my three top favourites. Beth is asking, would there ever be a Team Minogue reunion gig? Nicola, Paige, Aidan and Matt.
I'd love that. Absolutely love that. I bumped into Nicola the other day when I was buying a guitar in Denmark Street, and he lives just
You've got to follow him on Twitter. He's
I know,
absolutely...
I've heard.
No, you have to.
Really?
He's genius. He's so crazy. But you hang out with Aidan a lot?
Yeah, I mean, he lives just literally 5 minutes walk from my house, or my flat, should I say. Yeah, and we see each other all the time. We go out for drinks. He's kind of a bad influence on me because he's got a lot of time to relax and write his album, and I'm in a rush, so he's always pulling me out. And I'm like, I've got to write the next day, and he's. But I love him to bits. He's wicked.
So are you going to drag him on stage at one of the gigs?
I think I will do. I have to.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. How proud are you of the One Direction boys hitting #1? And would there be any future collaborations between you guys? Yeah,
I'm super proud of One Direction. They've worked really hard, and I think people sometimes forget that they didn't even know each other before boot camp, and they weren't even hanging around with each other at boot camp. They got put together at the end, and they've gelled so well, and they've worked so hard. Yeah, super proud, and I think they've got, they don't need an old ugly kid in their band. They've got 5 great-looking young kids. Do you know what I mean? Why would I come in with like a beard and my cap going, I just don't fit.
Drag them on stage as well?
Yeah, I could do that. Something for the girls.
Sam Marshall has a very cheeky question. Did you ever discuss with Harry his words to you on stage when you won the X Factor? So there was something that was said and all the streamers are going, and there was, you didn't have to lip read very clearly to...
No, and I tell you what, we did discuss it, and funnily enough, I think I remember, I mean, I don't remember a lot from that moment. It was a bit, I'm just glad I didn't really hear him, because imagine if I'd agreed with him, that would have just like ruined my career. So luckily I didn't really hear him, so I spoke to him about it afterwards, and he told me. I was like, oh, that's what it's, oh, okay. And then we just, hashed a plan to excuse it, because it was all that was talked about the next day.
Yeah, oh God. Angela Monaghan, Dannii knew she had the winner when she chose you at Judges' Homes in Oz. Did you know you would win, or was it really a long journey for you to the winning spot?
I had no idea. I didn't even think I was going to get through boot camp, or even to boot camp. And then once I got in the live shows, I was like, that's when I thought I had to really turn it up, because this is where you get all the exposure, and if you go out early, then it's kind of negative exposure, really. I think. But no, when I got to me, yourself, Rebecca, and Cheryl, I just thought, well, second place isn't bad. And I was going out kind of celebrating a second place, and that Rebecca had won, and then they said my name, and I punched her in the mouth.
The greatest thing is that nobody does know, and you literally just, everybody's there waiting to find out what the decision is. If Matt could cover a Minogue track on his album, what would it be?
Don't know.
I should be so lucky would be appropriate.
About put the needle on it.
Getting filthy with needle.
Yeah.
This is actually an interesting question. Ellie Scott says, how many people are involved in making the decisions about your career? Like, you've stepped into a big machine now.
Yeah. I was talking to someone the other day about how many points there were to get here, like real major ones. And then I can say like one, we could go back to, you know, my dad getting frisky one night and then me arriving. Do you know what I mean? That could be, if we, but talking more seriously, then, you know, there's learning to sing, there's Jurga putting me up for the show, there's you putting me through to the live show, which is that
was a no-brainer.
The big one. And then that was that. I mean, if you hadn't have pushed me onto that, or, you know, put the faith in me to go onto the live show, then I would never have had this opportunity.
It's been a long journey, but like, what's the machine that's around you at the moment? There's management, there's record company people, obviously really different from what you were used to getting up, singing at a pub or a bar.
Yeah, it's...
Like for somebody who doesn't know what happens after you get a recording contract.
Okay, cool. I mean, there is a big team. It's still quite a big machine. We've got the management company, we've got the label, and then you've got all the promotion from each individual event that you do. So closely, I've got my manager, Will, who's great. Who's around the corner, with me all the time, and decisions are made by myself, Will. With regards to the album, it's myself, Will, and Chris Briggs, my A&R, and you know, the label, and there is still a lot of people that are kind of moulding the situation.
That must feel good because you've got a bit of security and a team of people to help you because you can't do it on your own.
No, cool.
2 quick questions to end with. Chelsea Bethany. Who's your celebrity crush? You're obviously going to all the parties now and hanging out.
I have to say Dannii Minogue.
No, you can't say that.
I don't know
who are you
who
seeing
I've
at all
met.
the parties?
I haven't seen anyone really like that. I haven't been anywhere that I've thought of. I went to, where did I go? I was at a Lipsy thing and Pixie Lott was there and she's quite hot.
Yeah.
I suppose, but that's, you know, Rihanna and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
met quite a few people at
I've met a lot
X-Factor.
of, yeah. But I don't know really.
Okay.
No idea.
Not committing to anything there. Alan Harding, this is a very hard-hitting question.
Wow.
Is your hat insured? If so, how much?
I haven't insured it, but it's only 15 quid if I lose it. Probably less than that, 12
You
quid.
did lose it once, didn't you?
I've lost it a couple of times on the show, and then Grace sprayed my actual lucky hat gold for one of the performances I could have.
Oh no!
I was
So you have
devastated.
to start with a new one. It's like a guitar. You got to wear it.
Yeah, that was the one that went to Australia with me that I sang for. Yeah, got sprayed gold and then thrown in the bin. I was like, oh.
No, so the hat's gone. Well, thanks for catching up with us.
No,
I know you've got so much to do. Album Letters is out October 17th. We're all rooting for you. It's going to be
Thanks, babe.
amazing. Cross fingers.
Yay.
Number 1, here we go.